2001 Ford Excursion. There's a problem we have with these large Ford trucks. It's a very large safety concern. I want you guys to see this here. I got my wire snips. Right here you have your brake master cylinder, your reservoir, and this sensor. I cut the wires here. Cut this one first, then cut that one second for that sensor. That sensor looks like this right here. This sensor, or this plug, you can see right there, melted, and I pulled it off. Ford OEM plug. So, if you go down here to your fuse box, you will take these off. If you're having the problem where, grab a quarter. So it's those two there, and these two right down here. That fuse comes off, and then here is your fuse box. So that comes off. This fuse, I shouldn't have upgraded it, but I did. It's right here, it's a 25. Upgrade is the wrong word, by the way. Do not change this from a 20 to a 25. Leave it a 20. I'm out of 20s, unfortunately. Well, actually, I just got some, so I'll replace that to the proper size. That fuse runs your turn signals, your hazard lights, as well as this switch right here. So the problem with these Fords is this is leaking. That brake fluid is leaking down here into that plug, which would be on it right like that. That causes this to short out and flare off, and it is a very large concern. You can see I have brake oil and stuff around here, but with my hood shut and everything closed up, I was walking out to my excursion, parked out in the parking lot of the arena I was working at, and just a big white cloud of smoke just came out from under the hood, and it flared that off. Originally, the problem I had was turn signals weren't working, hazard lights weren't working. Found out that was the fuse that needed replaced. I checked all of them, replaced that fuse. It worked just fine until it melted again, and that's the risk of setting your car on fire. Do not make that fuse larger. Go under your hood and make sure you replace that plug, pull off the old sensor and put the new one on, because if you just let it go as it was, then you'll be having major problems in the future. This is a 2001 Ford Excursion, the V10 limited edition, but I imagine it would happen on any motor size or year truck in this platform that runs your master cylinder with the plug on the front like that, where it can leak. So that's my tips of advice of how not to screw yourself over in the future.